This nightclub is so exclusive that even billionaires don't get let in. This is Berghain. Located in Berlin, Germany, it is the most exclusive nightclub in the world. The doors open midnight on Saturday and the party lasts until midday Monday. Up to 500 people line up every Saturday, waiting silently for their chance to get in.
This is where Europe comes to disappear. Every weekend, thousands pilgrimage to Berlin's concrete temples, abandoned power plants, old slaughterhouses, derelict bunkers, all hollowed out and filled with sound systems that shake the bones. For 30 years, this city has been the capital of techno-hedonism, where you can dance until Monday morning and no one will ask why. Lately, it seems like the force that gave birth to this culture is slowly dying off. Empty spaces, cheap rents, pure anarchic freedom are vanishing before our very own eyes. What remains is a generation fighting to keep the beat alive, while luxury condos rise where DJ booths once stood. Welcome to Travel Info, your go-to channel for travel news, smart guides to the world's must-know destinations, visa updates, and hidden gems. Let's travel smarter and hit the like and subscribe button as we explore further. To understand why Berlin's clubs matter, you have to go back to the years after the wall fell. East Berlin was a ghost town, entire factories stood empty, government buildings abandoned overnight. And into these ruins came the ravers. They didn't ask permission. They brought generators, hooked up stolen electricity, and turned communism's carcass into the greatest playground Europe had ever seen. The Treasure Club opened in an actual bank vault the DJ spun, where Stasi officers once stored surveillance files. For a brief magical time, this was a city where rules didn't exist, but capitalism will never fail, collects its rent. That same emptiness that made Berlin special, the unused spaces, the lack of oversight, has now become its curse. Investors saw dollar signs in derelict buildings. Today, the average rent in Miete has tripled since 2010. Clubs that survived crackdowns and noise complaints can't outrun the balance sheets. Watergate's final party wasn't shut down by police, it was priced out by a 400% property tax increase. The pandemic didn't just close clubs, it broke the chain of cultural transmission. Think about it. If you turned 18 during lockdowns, your first legal drink was at home. Your first kiss was behind a mask. The rituals that defined Berlin, the all-night benders, the communal ecstasy, never imprinted on you. And now? Even with clubs reopened, the numbers tell the story. Gen Z attendance at traditional techno temples is down 60%. They're not abstaining, they're reinventing. This generation wants DJs who look like them, Turkish-German collectives, Arab queer collectives, sober spaces where the high comes from the music, not the drugs. They're rejecting Berghain's gatekeeping for pop-up parties and parking garages. And crucially, they refuse to pay €30 just to enter a room. Why would they, when the best parties are free and illegal? But Berlin always adapts. The new resistance isn't in dark rooms. It's in hybrid spaces where DJs share the bill with poets. Collectives like Adira throw Arabic pop nights that double as fundraisers for Gaza. Flinta-only parties build mazes of pillows where no man can enter. Even the old guard is evolving. Suicide Circus rebranded as Lokschuppen, handing over bookings to collectives half their age. The irony? Techno is now officially German culture, added to UNESCO's heritage list alongside falconry and alpine yodeling. The very establishment that once raided parties now funds them. But the kids know, nothing kills counterculture faster than approval. So they've moved further out, to the S-Bahn's final stops, to warehouses even developers haven't noticed yet. The beat goes on, just farther from the center. Every generation loses its Berlin. The anarchists who squatted Kreuzberg in the 80s mourned when the first cafes opened. The 90s ravers cursed when the police started showing up. Now it's the techno kids watching their clubs turn into co-working spaces. But this city has a way of resurrecting itself in the margins. The spaces get smaller. The parties get weirder. The music never stops. It just changes key. After all, Berlin wasn't built to be preserved. It was built to be torn down and remade by whoever needs it most.
Located in Berlin, Germany, it is the most exclusive nightclub in the world. The doors open midnight on Saturday and the party lasts until midday Monday. Up to 500 people line up every Saturday waiting silently for their chance to get in. There is only one way to get in: have good vibes. Their bouncer, this face-tattooed man, will either usher you in or just say one word, nein. And once he says that, your chance of getting in that night is 0.